Imagine looking out your bedroom window and seeing the curvature of the Earth. Imagine waking up weightless, watching 16 sunrises in a single day. This isn't science fiction. This is your future vacation. By 2030, a company called Blue Origin, backed by NASA and a team of aerospace giants, plans to open the first commercial space station. They call it Orbital Reef. Think of it as a mixed-use business park. In space, research labs, film studios, and yes, hotel suites for civilians like you. Welcome to the construction of Orbital Reef. For over 2 decades, the International Space Station has been our home in orbit, but the ISS is aging. By 2030, NASA plans to retire it, bringing it down in a controlled burn over the Pacific. That leaves a massive gap. If America wants to maintain a presence in low Earth orbit, we need a replacement. And NASA doesn't want to build it, they want to rent it. In 2021, NASA awarded Blue Origin $130 million to develop Orbital Reef. The goal? A commercially owned, NASA-approved destination where astronauts and civilians work side by side. This isn't just Jeff Bezos' project. It's a consortium of the biggest names in aerospace. Sierra Space, Boeing, Redwire, and even Amazon are involved. Sierra Space is building the inflatable habitat called Life, the large, integrated, flexible environment. Think of it as a high-tech bounce house that expands in orbit to the size of a 3-story building. Boeing, the company that built the first ISS modules, will handle operations and maintenance. Redwire is building the solar arrays. This is the Avengers of space construction. At the center of Orbital Reef is the core module. This is the backbone. It houses the main life support systems, the power distribution, and the docking ports where spacecraft will arrive. It's built to be a hub. Multiple spacecraft can dock here simultaneously. Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket, Boeing's Starliner, and Sierra Space's Dream Chaser spaceplane. Think of it as Grand Central Station, 250 miles above Earth. It's where you arrive, check in, and then transfer to your destination module. The real innovation is the life habitat from Sierra Space. When launched, it's packed tight. But once in orbit, it inflates to a massive 300 cubic meters of usable space, about the size of a large 3-bedroom apartment. Inside, you'll find sleeping quarters, a galley, dining area, and even a hydroponic garden growing fresh lettuce and tomatoes. Imagine eating a salad grown 250 miles above your home. Sleeping in space is an experience. You don't lie down, you float. Crew members use sleeping bags tethered to the walls. It's like camping, but the view is slightly better. You can't fly every meal from Earth. It's too expensive. The future of space living is growing your own. Sierra Space has developed plant pillows, Teflon-coated bags with seeds, fertilizer, and water. In microgravity, water behaves differently. It floats. These pillows control the water precisely, delivering it directly to the roots. The result? Fresh vegetables grown in the void. This isn't just for fun. Learning to grow food in orbit is essential for future Mars missions. Orbital Reef is a testbed for humanity's long-term survival in space. While tourists enjoy the view, scientists will be hard at work. Orbital Reef features 2-tier laboratories dedicated to research that can only happen in microgravity. Companies are lining up to send experiments here. Things like 3D printing human organs, developing super-efficient batteries, or growing perfect protein crystals for new medicines. In weightlessness, materials behave differently. Flames burn in spheres. Proteins crystallize perfectly. The research done here could cure diseases and revolutionize manufacturing on Earth. Now for the fun part. What will you do on your space vacation? First, you'll train for a few weeks on Earth. Then you'll launch on a crew capsule and dock with the reef. Once aboard, you'll experience true weightlessness. You can somersault through the modules, stick to the walls with Velcro, and watch the Earth spin below you at 17,500 miles per hour. And then there's the spacewalk. Genesis Engineering is building a single-person spacecraft, a kind of personal spacesuit with windows. You can float outside, tethered only by a cable, and see the universe. Getting to Orbital Reef requires a ride. Sierra Space's Dream Chaser is a reusable spaceplane that looks like a mini space shuttle. It launches on a rocket and lands on a runway. It can carry cargo and eventually crew. Unlike capsules that splash down in the ocean, Dream Chaser lands at a spaceport, ready to be reused quickly. Alongside Dream Chaser, Boeing Starliner and Blue Origin's own New Glenn rocket will form a complete transportation network, shuttling people and supplies to the reef regularly. You're probably wondering, how much does a space vacation cost? Right now, it's millions. But Orbital Reef's goal is to drive costs down through volume, just like airlines did. The business model is diverse. NASA pays for astronaut seats. Pharmaceutical companies pay for lab space. Hollywood pays to film movies. And wealthy tourists pay for the experience. It's a mixed-use business park. Just like an office building on Earth has different tenants, Orbital Reef has different customers. That diversity makes it financially sustainable. Construction won't happen overnight. The first elements, the core module and first life habitat, are scheduled to launch in the late 2020s. Think 2027 or 2028 for initial assembly. Astronauts will assemble the modules in orbit, connecting power, data, and life support lines. It's like building with giant Lego blocks, but each block costs millions. By 2030, Orbital Reef should be fully operational, hosting up to 10 people at a time. The ISS will be nearing its end, and the new era of commercial space will begin. Let's be real, space is hostile. Radiation, micrometeoroids, and the vacuum itself are constant threats. Orbital Reef is designed with multiple layers of protection. The life habitat's inflatable skin is made of advanced materials like Vectran, the same stuff used in Mars rover airbags. It's tested to withstand impacts from tiny space rocks. And if something goes wrong, evacuation vehicles are always docked. You can be back on Earth within hours. Safety isn't an afterthought, it's the foundation. Looking at Orbital Reef from afar, you see something profound. Human beings, using the knowledge granted to them, have built a home in the void. It's a testament to our ability to understand and work with the laws of nature. The same laws that keep the moon in orbit keep this station circling Earth. Gravity, pressure, radiation, all balanced perfectly for life to exist, even here. In the order of the cosmos, we find signs of remarkable order and structure. Building Orbital Reef isn't just engineering. It's a continuation of the human quest to explore, learn, and appreciate the creation we inhabit. Orbital Reef is more than a building. It's a bridge. It connects our past in space, the ISS era to our future, a future where ordinary people can live, work, and visit the stars. The first modules are being built right now. The countdown has begun. By 2030, your address could be out there. Would you book a ticket? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to Tomorrow's Science and hit the bell. We'll be here covering every step of the journey.